Alright. Now, looks like we're live. And I don't know where the chat is, but I guess I'll find out. Let's make sure we're working here. We're going to go for a little walk. It says we're live. I don't see that we're live. There we go. Alright. So I don't see anything in the chat, so I'm going to put something in the chat real quick just to see if it works. Alright, so we're going to do hi. There we go. I see the chat. I'm going to have to put on different glasses here because that's up close and I can't see that. So the chat in this app doesn't work as good as I'm going to grab our walking stick and we're going to go for a little walk and have a little talk. Alright, we got Purple Martins. I say we, got a mouse in my pocket. And I do agree with We the People that the chat on this app is not that good. Well, they got quiet when I came out here. How's it going? Big D, Carrie, G-Gab, Lynn, Sally. Who else jumped in here? We're going to go look at the birds. Hector. Let's see, the Zero, TV Squad. Whoops. Are you sure you want to block? No. I don't want to block anybody. If I block you, by the way, it's a complete accident because I'm working with this different app here. Just giving it a little test. And we got Chris in the chat room. Big shout out to Chris. Tyson Hockley's in the chat. Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that was a great interview you did the other day, Tyson. So we're going to walk right over here and see if we can get a little close-up of the... I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me switch. Can I switch on the fly here? Learning this app. It's a little windy out here. 3 families so far. The Purple Martin compound. It's on the wrong side of the sun. Let's get over here. Show you that real quick. So I think it's an 18 gourd system. Thank you, Chris. All right, I'm reading the chat a little bit now. How's it going there, old uncle? Okay, so they're coming back. That's cool. Please remember to click the thumbs up is what Janice says. It's windy out here, so I want to try to get them to land back over here. There they are right there on the power lines. It's okay. I'm not a predator. So I guess everybody knows all the drama that's going on with all these channels. This is crazy. I was just watching Tommy Temper. There's Italian Princess. There's one. There you go. That's a Purple Martin. I don't know if you can hear it. How's it going, Annie? So does the picture look clear and can you hear the audio? Can you hear the birds? I do not. Chris. What's happening in Zed's place? Yeah, it's hard to hold this thing with the wind. Ooh. Glad I got to give it. And now a word from our sponsor, Sun Honey. So yeah, I haven't been able to take a bike ride since March 11th. It's been nasty weather, just kind of cold and wet. It's warmed up the last couple of days, but still real no good sun out right now. Today's the best day so far for sunshine, and it's pretty cloudy still. Yeah, it's windy. How's it going, James? Gerald? Let's see. Wind noise is strong, stronger than the birds. Yeah, I need to get some cotton or to put something. Let's see if I can do this. I was going to tape something on the outside of the phone before I left. I'm just going to put a paper towel beside the mic and tell me if that makes any difference. So I got the paper towel just right beside the mic. Of course, the wind stops when I do that. But if I tape a paper towel on the side, I don't have any cotton. Does that help the wind? Just checking, a little testing and tuning here, and if that's the case, I'll definitely do that next time. All right. Let's see. Joe's checking in. MC. Wendy's in the chat. 63 Wendy. Big difference? All right, that's better. Okay, well, crap. I guess I could go back in the house and tape that on. I don't know how long it's going to make this live stream. It does, yeah. All right. Well, let's go right back in the house real quick, and I'll tape on the paper towel, and then we can carry on with what we're going to talk about. Yeah, never mind my shop outside. I work for a living. And that's wood and tools in those buckets. You can almost see me. And you can almost see me there. All right, let me tape this on real quick. We'll play some music while we're doing this. And we'll restream Tommy Temper. Right over here in Jersey J. Poker Face. Let's see. Ziggy, play Poker Face from Plex.
Playing music by Poker Face.
Get a little music going while I tape this up. Let's see. We're going to use a blue shop towel. And I'm going to try to do this without banning anybody. Because I'm going to hit the screen almost. Alright. It's not wanting to stick. I'm going to have to put a bigger piece of tape. Bear with me. We're doing this live. Storm clouds are forming. We're doing it live. Right. So I'm going to cover the other microphone on the left side, and the right microphone's up against the. This is not easy to do because there's nothing to stick it to except the screen. Alright, we'll see how that does. Alright, and the other microphone I really can't get to. Alright, so we're going to do this now. Alright. There I am. Alright, we're going to grab our happy little walking stick here. That's crazy. I don't know if it's going to make that much of a difference, but we'll find out. It would be nice if they made these smartphones where you could snap in replaceable wind blockers. I'm not really loving this app for live streaming. This is a Camfy app. You can see a little advertisement. So we're just gonna walk by the birds again. We're not gonna harass them. We're gonna walk down by the tank and see how it looks. But this Camfy app it's got some pros and cons over Prism. So I'm really kind of testing this out for We the People 75 or Big Rig live streams. Same person, two different channels, because he's having some major problems with Prism right now. Look at all the purple flowers. This is called hairy vetch, and I planted it years ago for the bees. So the bees, as you can see, are all over it. Look at the happy little bees. Look at them all. And this is why I don't cut the grass, especially this time of year. In the summer, I'll cut this. When the flowers are all gone, I'll come out here and I'll start cutting trails. But this is all purple. I don't know if it's coming through on the camera, but it's all purple. And that's all hairy vetch. And it's finally starting to take hold really good in this area. I want it on the whole property, but what you can't cut it. You can't cut your grass. The seed heads will pop out in about a month or two. But look how pretty they are. And look at the bees. I don't know if that's focusing, I can't tell. But you can see a bee right there on it. I don't know if that's in focus. We're gonna come out here and check out the water in the tank, see how it's doing. And then I'll get to where I can read some chat when I get close to the tank and see if it's buffering. We should have good Wi-Fi out here. I'm doing 1080p, medium quality. I'm not pushing the envelope, it's not perfect quality. So since the ice storm, the last time we were out here was the ice storm live stream. And it's a lot different. But you can see all the broken trees. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna get a better view of the big part of the tank. We're gonna pan over here real quick. So that's the spillway straight ahead, right there. And then I'll get over here where I can read the chat. I'm gonna do my best to not lose the stream here and try to up my brightness all the way. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, that's much better. All right, I see Wendy. Looks like, okay, then it went dark again. Yeah, this app is not. I'm gonna have to turn off adaptive brightness. Done. Now it should stop because my screen keeps going dim, so I turned off adaptive brightness. That should fix the problem. All right, now I can read the chat. All right, Wendy, looks like a good camp spot. Oh yeah, this is paradise. I always wanted to build a little cabin right here in between these trees. So these pecan trees, of course, they're still in wintertime. They're just now popping out with their leaves. But in the summertime, this is a really cool hangout. This is where I used to cook and build fires right here. It's kind of secluded for this little part of the property. And you get a good view of the island, which is right there. There's the island. I used to go on that island all the time with the boat. There's a lot to be said. I just don't know how I can say it. So let's go over here and check out the parrot's feather that's taken over the tank. That's what I wanted, by the way. All right, I just lost my glasses. We got a problem. We got tree limbs everywhere. Hit me in the head. We're going over here. We're gonna dodge any poison ivy. Yeah, Wendy, this is a awesome camp space, and I get to come out here not enough. Work has been crazy for me lately, and so has my personal life. So here's the parrot's feather that I planted with just a few little branches. I'm talking about a few segments of that stuff. And over the years, as the tank goes dry and fills back up, it sends out these little seeds somehow, and it's taken over the tank, and that's exactly what I want, because in the summertime it's going to cut down on evaporation, and it's going to give the fish a place to hang out, some habitat, and it's going to cool the water, and it also puts oxygen in the water. So is it how's it going, Dallas? Dallas Country scratching? It's hard to see in the chat. I want to see how far we can go over here. Is it buffering? Can anybody tell me if it's clear? Hey, there's a purple martin right there. Here's a good spot. Floating solar panels? No. That would be cool though. But yeah, I don't have that. I really don't want to cover my tank with solar panels, because the problem is this tank, it goes down in the summertime so much. There's no way you could deal with that. My solar panel array is behind the spillway over there, one of the bigger ones I put back behind the island over there. And it comes into the house at 130 volts. I want to up the voltage and make the array bigger. I just don't have time, and I have to pay too much property tax. So is We the People in the chat? Because I want to agree with him on the chat really is not good. Maybe there's an adjustment in this app, but it's really hard to read the chat compared to Prism. So probably won't be using this app during the day. Your camera sounds, okay. Your camera sound with wind. Let me come over here and try to read this. Cover your camera sound. The wind is hitting it. I got it covered. Yeah, I got the cameras, I got it taped. Didn't tape the other side, couldn't get to it. It'd be nice if you could disable a microphone on these phones and just have one dedicated mic, and then have that one covered with the windscreen. But yeah, this is my 5.6 acre paradise that I don't get to spend enough time on, just because work's been kind of crazy lately. This is the first time I've been out here in almost 2 weeks. Isn't that crazy? And it's this close to the house. There's the house. Let's see. It's that one right there. I can't really tell. Yeah, it's that one. It's hard to tell from the screen. And you can see the Suburban is somewhere on the screen here. I can't tell. And I haven't started a Suburban in probably 4 or 5 months. I need to put a battery in it and go cruising down the road, jamming. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of channels lately, and a lot of interesting stuff going on. At a certain point, it's not really productive. I started a new channel, by the way, and that's going to be where I'm really going to say things where I don't care if I get a strike. And that channel is called, it's not the music channel, it's the new one. It's called Fry Train, not Fly. The music channel is Fly, like flying in an airplane. And the new burner channel, where I'm going to tell it like it is, and I'm going to do some panels, It's called Fry Train. Just like Fry TV, but Fry Train. Maybe one of my happy mods. Of course, everybody's pretty much got a wrench in here to promote your channels. But if you could promote that new channel so people can go get subbed up to it, because I'm probably going to do some panels here pretty soon and talk about stuff that's going to make people uncomfortable. And cognitive dissonance is going to kick in when you hear what I say, and that's going to get you to think, and that's a good thing, because that's what we need to start doing, is thinking and stop reacting to situations. It's not what happens to you in life, it's how you react to it. Just like right now, I'm standing in this fire ant bed right there, and that's not very productive. So here's a little trick. Have you ever seen somebody just put their hand in a fire ant bed? All right, I'm going to do this. Haven't done this in a while, and it's a little trick I learned from a Yep. And it's really not any secret. All you do is hold your breath. So yeah, buffering. Alright, so yeah, I was too low to the ground. Well, that's a bummer you missed all that. Great content. Just put my hand in the fire ant bed and they didn't bite me. So, learned that from an old Indian guy. We'll get up here where we're not buffering. Is that better? Sun Honey for the win. Yeah, Fry Train, that's it. That's the one. That's the new channel where I'm going to start talking about things where people probably don't want to, things they don't want to hear. Stuff that really matters in life. Really don't want to start talking about it here, because the channel just got off a strike, and this channel helps a lot of people with their how-to stuff, how to fix things. I get people emailing me all the time. Usually it's about solar, inverters, airlift stuff, and the inverter reviews. So yeah, everybody go check out the new burner channel. That's what I'm going to call it, because it's going to probably burn up, and I'll have to create another one after that. You'll just have to follow me to my latest burner channel. But I am not going to play the game that YouTube is getting everybody to play on that channel. I'll be nice on this one, because I got my second strike. But I'm not going to be nice on that one. Not at all. And there's going to be some panels too, so be prepared for that. And these are not going to be panels like lightweight panels. These are going to be panels where I'm going to say things that would get you blocked on Rumble. So we'll just see how long I last on that channel. We'll just keep creating them until they chase me away. I would live stream on Rumble, but Rumble is just a big fumble. It sucks. And Arnie found that out the other night. So yeah, check out Arnie's channel. I don't know if he's in the chat. And anybody wants to promote their channel right now, put their link in the chat. I don't remember how you do it. Just type link. Yeah, if you have a wrench, you can type in link and you can promote your channel. I think that's how it works. I haven't seen Nightbot in here, so it might not work. She might be sleeping on the job. So yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to go live, just to show you the birds, to tell you that I started a new burner channel, completely different than the music channel. I haven't had any time to be creative lately, because just because of life, you know. Just haven't been in the mood. Haven't had time, and that's the way it goes. But I can't wait to get back into that creative zone again, because when I'm doing music, that's where I'm in my zone, and nothing else matters. We got the Zero TV Squad, so it worked. So is it working? I guess so. I haven't seen Nightbot in here, but I can't read the chat that well. So yeah, whoever's putting their links in the chat, go check them out. You might like the content. I do miss the Fry family back in the good old days. You know, it's hard to believe this time a year ago, I was doing 12, 16 to 20 something hour streams a day, averaging about 3 to 4 hours of sleep, and sometimes anywhere from an average of low 700 to high 4,500 people in the chat room. It was such a fun roller coaster, and oh, I've learned so much since then. And I know you probably can't hear me because of the wind, but maybe if I cover this side, if that would help. So yeah, sorry about the wind, but it's there's a cold front coming through. I don't think we're gonna get that tornado stuff. We got Ty Guy in the chat. Yep, the good old days, Ty Guy. Back when everybody was getting along and there was no drama and everybody was behind the same cause. Well, at least I thought they were. Freedom of everything. I was in a panel the other night and this one guy says, "You're not a sovereign citizen, are you?" As if that would be a bad thing to be a free man. Oh, so you want me to be a tax-paying slave? Wage slave? That's what you want? You want me to be a piece of crap? Is that what you want? Wage slave, huh? So I can't be a sovereign person? I can't be a free man? I can't live free? Are y'all still there? So put 1 in the chat if I'm still live, because it just flashed up on the screen that the broadcast was starting. See, I gotta watch out. There's poison ivy around here, and I don't know if I'm still allergic to it. It's buffering again. I'm gonna get up closer to the router. We'll go visit the birds again. I used to have about 30 ducks out here and a bunch of wild cats. And I don't have anything left anymore because of the coyotes and the foxes and the raccoons. So between the coyotes, the foxes, and the raccoons, this is what we got left here. This is why we can't have nice things, because of those damn guys are eating all of my friends. And see, I built that island when I built this tank thinking that would be a good place for the ducks. All right, so I'm still live. So that was not a good idea because the ducks were having eggs over here and eggs over there, and they didn't realize that that island was going to keep them safe from the coyotes. But so that didn't work. That's the reason why I put that island there. And if I had the time and the resources, I would take that island, blow it out, and make this tank a little bit smaller, because it's too hard to maintain when it comes to keeping it full in the summertime. Hey, how's it going there, White Fang? Nice seeing you. And see, I can't tell who's got a wrench or who hasn't with this app. So promote your channel if you want to. I basically went live. There's certain things I really want to say and I can't. But on the other channel, I'm definitely going to start talking about it. I want to keep this channel clean for the people that find value in it when it comes to how-to videos. If I get a strike on this channel, those people won't be able to see my videos. The last time I made a mistake and I hid my channel to stop them from striking all my videos. They were striking all the convoy videos, and they went back 11 months to get one, and that's why I hid the videos, thinking that would help for them to stop striking it, but I learned that they can still strike you even though your channel's hidden. But then what I learned is once you hide your channel, you can't unhide it for 7 days. So there were 7 days where people were wanting to watch my how-to videos and they couldn't. So I don't make any money off of this. It costs me money to do YouTube. I do it as, you know, I'm 52. I don't know when it's going to be my time. And I just want to help people as much as I can, whether it's with health, your trucks, your solar, what inverters to buy, that kind of stuff. And when my channel gets a strike, it kind of screws that all up. That's why I made a burner channel. And I'm just going to keep all the stuff over there that the powers that shouldn't be want to censor. We should have complete freedom of speech up until the point to where you're harassing somebody, and that's where it should stop. Harassment is where I don't draw the line. When you're harassing somebody, that's not freedom of speech. That's just being a bully and a jackass. So there's our happy little Purple Martin 18 gourd system. Get a hold of me later, Fry. Okay. How do I do that? Zed's Place. You can friend me on Facebook. All of my contact info for the most part is on the About page on my channel. And then we can go from there. Zed. I do plan on going live more once I get this stuff settled at the radio station. I've been dealing with a server issue where I can't upload and fix shows for the last 3 days, 4 days now, maybe 5. It's been a nightmare. Everything kind of went downhill after March 11th. One of my best days I've had in the longest, in maybe a year or two, seemed like was March 11th, a couple weeks ago. And it's kind of gone downhill since then when it comes to, you know, work and personal life. Hey, what's happening, Jared Allen? Well, I'm here. Hope you're doing better, Jared. Canadian Unfiltered, what's happening? I was just talking about you. Yeah, so if you don't know what this is a Purple Martin house, and how this works is you lower the birds right here with this hand crank, and you have to keep the houses clean, and you have to keep the sparrows away, because the sparrows will build a nest over the Purple Martins, which the sparrows are an invasive species, and they actually kill the Purple Martins, which are endangered species in this area at this point. So we do our best to keep the predators away from the babies. And this is also a snake guard right here. So this right here is when the snakes come up here, they go straight up in this little tunnel, and they don't realize that once they can go so far, they go right back down, and they just go down the pole. So that's what that is a snake guard, predator guard, whatever you want to call it. And here's the cool part. Since the here's some wind for you. Since the Snowmageddon and the freeze that we had with all the ice, it's killed off most of the snakes in this area. I would have had snakes on the front porch everywhere. In the last year and a half to 2 years, and we used to have snakes everywhere. Let's see if I can get over here. I need a piece of cardboard to block the wind. Have you, let's see, I'm trying to read the chat. Have you not watched, have watched you since the trucker convoy days? Where are your lady friend? Where's the lady friend? Wow, you haven't watched me. Yeah, we were not married, even though people thought we were. She moved on. And she's happy and I'm happy. So that's just the way it is. I'm a very, what's I say, reclusive, eccentric, not good in relationships. relationships, obviously, and that's just telling it like it is. So I need my space. I need my space. If I ever have another relationship, that person will have to have their own home if beside me. Like, we could not live in the same house. I just need my own space. I'm not the type of person that has to have somebody behind me or beside me or around me all the time. I'm a big time loner. I've always been that way. So yeah. And then another reason why I started this stream is to give people a little update of what's going on the new burner channel. So if you want to hear me rant like I used to, sub to that new burner channel. And I think, who keeps putting it in the chat there? It's a Fry Train, not Fly, but Fry Train. So yeah, I'll be going live from that pretty soon. There we go, son. So yeah, and the stuff I talk about there, I'm going to do my best not to get a strike the first night, just so we can have a conversation about stuff. But I will definitely be deleting the live streams afterwards, so I can keep that as a burner channel as long as possible. It's going to be one of those things where I'm live interacting with the channel, because people are definitely going to pull their hair out when I start talking. Woo! It's going to be interesting. Yeah. Ruffling feathers will be an understatement. That is for sure. Yeah. And it's not going to be one of those things where I'm calling people out. It's not going to be that kind of thing where I'm naming names or anything. It's not going to be a drama channel. It's going to be about the world system, what's going and what's coming, what's happening and why, and the truth about the world that we live in, and not this BS crap that we're fed through the mainstream. Well, it's not mainstream anymore, but through the academic system, the corporate, the big pharma, the big war, the big ag, the big divide, the great divide, the reset, which is not great. There's nothing great about the great reset. Tonight there's going to be a panel. I think Diego's going to have a panel. If I'm not mistaken, it's Thursday. So I don't know when I'm going to go live on that channel. I'll go live tomorrow if I get time. I'll get all my wrapping done today with the radio station. So I'm going to go up here where I can get out of the way, read the chat a little better. So we've seen pretty much all we're going to see here. I'm going to go for a walk after the live stream, all the way around the property and check the trees. So this was a fail. So I built this for the birds to pick so with these purple martins, they like to use this pine straw. This is all they like to use, as a matter of fact. So you put this in there, and it also keeps the parasites and stuff away. And I thought, well, they got a great little box they can pick from here, but they never caught on. So you have to pre-stuff those things. They're used to being kept by humans. So they like the attention, unlike some other birds. They like to know that people are around to take care of them. And there is some videos on YouTube where these guys are feeding them eggs, scrambled eggs. Because when it gets windy and cold and wet, they can't gather any insects. So sometimes when their babies are young, you have to supplement them to keep everything happy. So, yeah. Scrambled eggs. Who would have thought birds would eat scrambled eggs? It's kind of weird. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. Here's the old white truck. It starts right up. I used it right before our last cold snap. Gathered some more wood with it. Here's the solar trailer. looking a little sad. It needs warm weather. I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna put all this spare wood, and I'm probably gonna end up moving the solar trailer closer to the water well. This thing used to run the water well all the time when the sun was out, and now I'm not utilizing all this solar power. So I need to put it back to work, or move these panels to the front yard and put them to work there, because it's just wasted panels. They're not doing any work anymore. And here's the roper with the blade on the front. This thing is my workhorse. I've done more with this roper than any other piece of equipment on the property with that blade. That blade moves a lot of wood chips and a lot of soil. And it's a hand operated, so there's no hydraulics. You operate it with your hand. It gives you a workout, that's for sure. I used to have a disc on the back, but that broke. So yeah, there's a little equipment update. And there's a solar cart looking pretty sad. It hasn't been down the road since winter time, since the tree branch fell on it, but it didn't break the panel. I need to put a battery in that thing and get it going again, because that's what I used to mow with, the one on the left. So we're going to go in here where we can shut the stream down here and ease out of the stream. I'll read the chat on a screen that I can actually see. I do not recommend this Wi-Fi or Camfi app for streaming. I'm going to take off my boots just in case I got some poison ivy. All right, I guess you caught me in the mirror there. Oh well. Yeah, I haven't shaved since 3 days after Christmas. And yeah, I'm the guy that has a solar panel in the hallway and a gas tank from the '65 Chevy in the hallway. You gotta laugh. Yeah. And I got extra solar panels right here. Just everywhere. I need to hook them up. I've done so many upgrades and downgrades and changing. Here's the old studio that I was streaming from the last time I went live. Got it going. I'm using a software mixer instead of a hardware mixer, so I'm finally getting into that. It's working pretty good. All right. Now I'm going to jump in the chat real quick and say hi to everybody. I might even turn the camera around so y'all can see my Mugly Ugg. All right, that is Poker Face, band playing in the background, just kind of like the good old days. And we'll turn the camera around here and see what this works like here. Oh no, no, that's too much. There we go. Oh yeah, we don't want to see my face. I don't know what I was thinking. Wrong idea. So anyway, yeah, we don't want to do that. I'm going to cut my beard probably whenever it gets up to 100 degrees. All right, so yeah, we'll just, I forgot how ugly I was. We're going to go back to that camera. All right, so I'm going to read the chat, and everybody check out Canadian Unfiltered. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make you blue there, add as standard mod. So anybody that has a channel they want to promote, Zed's Place, boom, here's your wrench. This is not to moderate the channel. This channel is all about freedom of speech. Add as standard. So I'm throwing wrenches out right now, and I'll show you what your wrench looks like. Don't make a mistake like I did, and I left mine out in the rain on We the Peoples, and I lost it, and he had to give me a new one. So this is your wrench. Everybody that's getting a wrench, take care of it. It's not painted, so it will rust. So keep it out of the rain, please. Respect it. So yeah, if you got a wrench now, Zed's Place, Chunk, put a link in the chat, and you can promote your channel. If you ever go to Rumble, see Kevin Yost, please let us know. I'm going to do the same kind of rant that I used to do on Rumble there, Kevin. So yeah, I'm gonna treat YouTube like it's Rumble, and I'll just if I burn up the channel, it's gonna be on the new channel. Let's see. I'll put it in the chat real quick here, just like Sun Honey did. Copy. I'll pin it to the top. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna put that, and then I'm gonna pin it to the top. That's gonna be the new burner channel, where it's gonna be like the good old days when I used to rant on Rumble. All right. We definitely like the beard. Yeah, it probably looks pretty rough right now because of the wind. Yeah, I'm washing my hands real quick. I got two minds on the beard thing. What's happening there? Burr. I like the fact that I don't have to shave anymore, but I don't like dealing with it. Like, you got to keep it clean. So that's just one more thing you got to keep clean when you're taking a shower. So yeah, I'm kind of back and forth on the whole beard thing. It's a lot less maintenance every day, but when you shower, you got to make sure your beard's clean. That's the whole thing. So it's a Link Canadian Unfiltered. I don't have it like everybody else, I know. So if you just type in the word link, it will put your channel in there. So everybody check out Canadian Unfiltered's channel. He's got some good panels. Lead Guitar Man, I don't see him in here. He's got good panels. Diego TV. Who else is doing panels lately? But yeah, I'm not going to be holding back on the what I say anymore on this new channel. How's it going, Andy? And yeah, the delay, I got my delay set a little higher for buffer, so it might take me a little bit longer to react to what you're saying. How's it going, Carol? Yeah, I miss the days where we were deep frying channels and meeting new people and people that were out there really what I thought were fighting for freedom of speech. And but that whole thing has kind of changed. Is an understatement. Some of the people that were out there have they're just fighting amongst each other now, which is a little disappointing. So yeah, Arnie, Canadian Unfiltered, just type the word link in and it will put the link in the chat for you. If anybody wants to promote their channel, just put the word link in. Just type in link, lowercase. So what else did I want to talk about? Yeah, and the music channel has just been a flop because I just haven't had time. You know, as soon as I did my one little video, music video thing, things have kind of workload. I don't know how I pulled it off last year with the convoy. It was like perfect timing. I didn't have any real problems at the radio station. Everything was stable at home. I had the time that I needed to do what I needed to do. And now this is the time, my first free time that I've had to go walk outside, and I just wanted to share the Purple Martins with everybody and give everybody a direction to go for the unfiltered fry like it used to be, because you know the way the censorship is getting, it's really interesting. You know, I knew things were going to go to crap, but I didn't realize they were going to happen this fast. I figured they were going to give us a couple more years. But yeah, people are, how's it going there, Marjo? I guess I can type in the chat now. Hey, at Marjo. So yeah. And what I've been focusing on has changed a lot in the last year. If you don't have your health, you don't have your wealth. And there's probably a lot of people listening right now that know that to be a fact. And that kind of really hit me hard about a year and a half ago when I was having a lot of these metabolic issues that, for the most part, are all completely gone. No more AFib, no more pre-diabetes. I've lost a ton of weight. I'm down to like 142. I got down to 134 around Christmas, and that's just because it was wintertime and not going outside much. And I know everybody from Canada is laughing, but that's fine. But in Texas, when it's cold, it's wet and humid, so that's really cold, and it's usually really windy. So, so when you're prepping for what's coming right now, you might want to think about your health is your wealth first. And, if you're going to invest anything, invest into your family and your friends, the ones you love, and then material things like silver or stuff that you can eat, clean food. Eat clean, think clean thoughts, surround yourself with clean people, and the thing that I see is wrong with this world is things were made to be used, like smartphones and cars, computers, but people love those things. And people were created to be loved, and people use people. And that's the biggest mind trip that I see. People are loving things and not people, and using people instead of loving them. And I see that a lot in these chat rooms, and don't think that I don't know what's going on, because remember, I was the restreamer that was hooked up with all these channels. I'm connected with all these people that now are arguing amongst each other. I've talked to a lot of these people personally on the phone. Some of these people I talk to daily on the instant messenger. I talk to people that don't know that I talk to other people, and guess what? I'm not starting any drama, and I'm doing everything that I can to keep these people from fighting. And I'm doing everything in my power to keep people together and supporting each other. And I just see it. I gotta select my words carefully here. I just see it going the wrong direction still. People are focused on the wrong things. Small-minded people talk about other people, and I'm not pointing fingers. And people that talk about the world usually have a broader spectrum and more bandwidth going on in their head. I'm not saying I'm the smartest one in the room, but I feel like that sometimes. I might not be the most educated person when it comes to the academic world. I did go to college for a short period of time to ACC. It was a community college for AutoCAD back when I used to be a professional in the networking business. And that's my experience with the brainwashing world is community college. But overall, I'm not indoctrinated, and I never claimed to be. Luckily, I got out of the public pool system at a young age and went and got a job. And I started my wage slave when I was young. But my goal in life is to always eliminate people that tell me no. In any aspect, people, things, authority figures, if you're telling me no, you're gone. You're out of my life. See ya. Like a good friend of mine I was talking to yesterday that I'm working with this server issue that I'm having at the radio station. He said these words and I gut laughed out loud on the phone, and I rarely do that. He said, "You piss me off long enough and I'll write a piece of software to replace you." And I said, "Say that again?" He said, "If you piss me off long enough, I'll write a piece of software to replace you." And that's the world we live in now. And he's a code writer. And that's the direction we're going. You know, the system, for the most part, is seeing people as useless eaters. It's been that way for a long time. So on the new channel, I'll be covering these subjects on the burner channel: geoengineering, inside job events like 9/11. I'm going to be exposing NASA for their lies and the whole industry about satellites. I'll be talking about the real world we live in and how it actually works, perspective, the way gravity actually, the illusion of gravity that we think is, but remember, gravity is a theory. And boy, I'm going to blow some minds there. I'm actually going to build a model. It's going to be working while I'm streaming, a physical little model. And here's the part of it I've already got started. Right here, this is a gear reduction motor. And I'm going to have a happy little globe spinning on that with some little people for just an illustration to show you exactly what I'm talking about. That's not disputable. You don't even have to do a scientific experiment when I show you this model. This is going to be the experiment. And once you see that, you're going to go, wow, I didn't think about it like that. And most people don't, because most people don't have time to think. They're stuck in their 8-to-5 job. They're stuck in the, you know, you get up in the morning, you go to work, and you come home, you're stuck in traffic for 3 hours, sometimes 2, and you just want to come home and unwind, and everybody jumps on their TVs or their computers or their smartphones. And if you're lucky, you still have a family that's together and you might eat lunch together, but most people don't. They eat in front of the TV or the couch. And most people, their families are divorced. So yeah, AI is crazy. I've been looking into AI. Yeah, Daniel, people are going to laugh. There's going to be a lot of cognitive dissonance going on when I start talking about things, because there's a lot of indoctrination that's happened since we were children. You know, they garden us as kids. And I don't know, it's kind of a coincidence. They call it kindergarten. It's one of the first grades you go in. And I always said it's gardening the children. And I know that's not where the name comes from, but it's kind of in the name. Just like politicians, politics. Think about this. Poly is multi, ticks are bloodsuckers. So most politicians are bloodsuckers. There's multiple bloodsuckers there. So politics are multiple bloodsuckers. And we as a collective think that we need to divide ourselves with this left-right paradigm that's just more division. It's all part of the same wing or the same bird. And they get people fighting amongst each other over a political philosophy that they're lying to you anyway. I don't align with any political philosophy. I align with the freedom philosophy, and there's no party out there for that, because all political parties are compromised by lobbyists, big pharma, big ag, big war, and the powers that shouldn't be. So I vote with my dollar every day. I vote with my health, who I talk to, my friends, which is a very small circle, by the way. I know now who my real friends are and who are not my real friends, just by the way I see what's going on. People don't realize I know what's going on behind the scenes. I do. I have eyes behind my head and in front, and my third eye is wide open. My pineal gland is not calcified by fluoride. Okay? So everybody knows that. My third eye is open wide. And I don't think out of the box. I don't see the box. So I don't even have to think outside the box when I start thinking about things. So that's some of the stuff I'm going to be covering on the new Burner channel. It's pinned to the top of the chat. And just be prepared. Bring your popcorn. And you'll have to put your ego off to the side if you're going to come into that channel when I'm live. Because it does challenge the ego when somebody realizes that what they thought was the case is not the case their whole life, what we've been told. It's not what you learn in life, it's what you unlearn. that is the most valuable thing. If you can unlearn something, that's more valuable than learning something new. Because what you have unlearned has pushed the ego off to the side and allowed the proper, truthful information that will empower you to come in and heal you. Information that is true is powerful and it's healing. So do your best to never come at information as a threat to you. If you hear something that challenges what you think, you might want to look into it because it could better you in the future. And that goes with everything from health to the way the world works, political philosophies, which are just control mechanisms like religion. Look how many different religions are in the world. They're all based around the same thing. People want to be happy, healthy, and they want to have friendship, and they want to be loved. What's happening, Basehead 30? Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, Basehead. Shout out to Basehead 30, coming up with the pocket chicken the other day, which is still running around in other channels, and it's hilarious. So yeah, anybody that watches Red Cactus in the morning, you know what I'm talking about. That's where the pocket chicken stuff's going. So yeah. So Chris says, yeah, I love ego boosting. Yeah, the ego is the most, how should I say, paralyzing and unhealthy thing that we have been dealing with lately. And if people can put their egos off to the side, I think things would be a lot better. Things will be a lot better. We got Patriot Operator in the house. Let's see. Today is the first day of Ramadan. That was hilarious. Oh yeah, the pocket chicken stuff, Carol? Yeah. So Italian Princess. Yeah, I'm still live. Yep. I am still live. Who else have I missed in the chat here? I'm going to scroll up. Still don't see a few other people that I was hoping to see in here, but I don't know if notifications are working. And I didn't tell anybody I was going live because I didn't know I was going live, because I was like, okay, I need to help We the People with this app, and I want to test this app out, and I kind of wanted to talk to anybody that was willing to listen. And I wanted to show you the Purple Martins for sure. But yeah, your health is your wealth. A year and a half ago, I was in bad shape. And last couple weeks, on March 11th, I went for a 13-mile bike ride on almost a 2-day fast. And I felt like I was 18 years old again. And the calendar says I'm 52, which I don't exist in time, by the way. So just know that, and that's how you can stay younger, is you don't play the time hoax game, because the calendar itself is also something I'm going to be talking about, which is not correct. There's not, they got everything changed for a reason. And I'm going to talk about the giant trees that used to be here on Earth. I'm going to talk about extraterrestrial places, and that's not what you think. I'll just leave it at that. Terrestrial is land, not space. So think about what I'm just saying. There is more land out there. Trust me. Trust me on that. I know that to be a fact. Topic discussion panel Tuesday. All right, so Arnie's doing a panel on Tuesday. So everybody check out Canadian Unfiltered. I love his panels. And lead guitar man, he's got some good panels where he gets people to think. So yeah, I'm all about broadening my horizon and questioning what I think to be true. That's real science, by the way. Real science is not afraid of being tested. The science that we're fed today, the scientism, it's in a religion. The biggest religion in the world in existence currently is science. And I know that's going to trip you out when I say that, but that is the biggest religion is science, because you have atheists that believe in the scientist. You have Christians that believe in the scientist. You have non-believers. You have devil worshippers that believe in the science. Whether it's the science of the Jabbery, the Masquery, the space, the way space people think exists, it's all a religion. It's a cult. It's a belief system. It's controlled by money and powerful people that are the worst people in the world are the ones that have the biggest power over the system. But people need to know that they have the control. The only thing you can control in life is what you eat every day, for the most part. What you put in your mouth is the one thing that you can control. Think about what I'm telling you. I see a lot of people discussing things they can't control, but yet the one thing that they can't control, they're not, and that's what they put in their mouth. So I would challenge everybody to start doing your best to eat clean and fast. And that will clear your head up. Trust me. If you have brain fog, it goes away. If you have diabetes, it goes away. Most metabolic issues are self-induced from what you're eating or not eating, or eating too much, or environment. My daily ritual now, the first thing I do when I get up, as soon as I get out of the shower, I go walk outside barefoot in the front yard. And it's even better if the grass is wet. It grounds you. If there's sunshine, it recharges you. You do get energy from the sun. Yes, that's a fact. And that's turned into a hormone called vitamin D. Vitamin D is not a vitamin. It's really a hormone. And the hormones are like routers in a sense. It kind of governs what goes on in your body. And everything works better with that. So if you have the ability, first thing in the morning, keep your shoes off. Keep your shoes off completely if you can. And go walk out in the wet grass. That's the best way to start your day. Hey, how's it going, Red Cactus? Yeah, I've been, haven't been ranting too hard, just kind of easing out of the stream. How long have I been streaming? 68 minutes, a little bit longer than I wanted to. I still want to go for a walk by myself. But yeah, I was just showing them the Purple Martins and just seeing who's still out there, who's still getting notifications, and all that fun stuff. How about coffee? Okay, here we go. I'm not going to sit here and take anybody's happiness away from you, okay? I'm going to get some water and I'm going to talk about coffee for a second. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to drink some distilled water. So I can talk about coffee. And it's a good thing you brought that up. It's a good thing you brought up the coffee. So the reason why I stopped drinking coffee, for multiple reasons. Probably 4 reasons. I was addicted to it. Number 1, I was highly addicted to it. It took me weeks to stop staring at the coffee going, God, I would love a cup of coffee today. That's one of the most addictive things in the world is caffeine. And it's a ritual. And the smell. I love the way the word looks. When you spell coffee in the chat room, I love the way it looks. I like the way the coffee cup icon looks. I love to smell the coffee in the bag. I love the ritual of doing the coffee, grinding the beans, putting it in the basket, the smell of it when it's brewing, the sound of it brewing, pouring it in your cup, and then tasting it. And I drink coffee straight. Well, I used to. I don't drink coffee anymore. I substitute it for roasted dandelion. So I stopped coffee for these reasons. Number one, I was addicted, and I wanted to challenge myself if I could stop, because that was the hardest thing to do. I stopped every other thing. No more ice cream, no more hot chocolate, no sugar at all. Not even if I eat bacon. If I eat peanut butter, it has no sugar. Zero sugar. I don't eat ketchup at all. Even if it didn't have sugar, I just don't even mess with it. So no sugar, no wheat, no dairy except for grass-fed cheese and butter. I'll eat grass-fed beef, high-quality eggs, sweet potatoes and some potatoes, frozen blueberries, frozen mangoes, and frozen pineapple. Pecans off the property, the pecan butter. Those are definitely organically grown. So I eat as clean as you can possibly eat. I'm not hardly eating any vegetables anymore because I don't have a place source for clean vegetables. So what I'm doing right now is I'm seeing how I feel with a low vegetable intake. And then as the moringa starts coming in this year and the arugula, I'll start eating more of that and see how my body reacts. I'm testing and tuning my body to see what's the healthiest thing for me. I'm not telling you to stop drinking coffee, but I'm telling you I was addicted. It was causing tachycardia, elevated heart rate. Everybody's different with coffee. Coffee's always kind of jacked me up. The way they raise coffee is very toxic. Okay, so here's the bad news. Here's another reason why I quit. It's very toxic. It's expensive. It takes up more of your time making the coffee. It's not good for you. Here's a fun fact that's going to take somebody's happiness away, but I'm not telling you to stop drinking coffee. When you drink a cup of coffee, it shuts your kidneys down for about 24 hours. At least 12 for sure. There's a reason why you pee a lot when you drink coffee. Because your body's doing its job to get that crap out of your system. That's a fact. So if you drink something and all of a sudden you start peeing, there's a couple of things could be happening. Could be elevated blood sugar. Could be that your body sees something it needs to get rid of and it flushes it out as quick as possible. Coffee is toxic. Caffeine is addictive and toxic. And I had to stop. I want to live as clean as possible. You know, and my job has me in front of these damn screens all day. Okay, these screens. But that's how I work from home. So eventually I'd like to not have to have these screens in front of me. But that's the most toxic thing I have to deal with on a daily basis, is these screens. So I'm doing my best to detox everything else I can detox. And that's my food intake and everything else. So that's why I stopped coffee. It still is to this day the biggest addiction that I know I had. Even back when I was a kid and I used to do the drug scene, it was easier to stop those drugs, the cocaine, the crank, the weed, all that stuff. I don't have a problem with smoking marijuana as long as you don't, as long as you have control over it and you're not using it as a vice, because that can be, have a negative effect on your body and your spirit in both ways. So if you do it every now and then, and as long as you're in control of it, or even if you do it every day and you're in control of it, that's your thing. I'm not here to control anybody or run anybody's life. I'm doing what I'm doing to clean my system up. The calendar says I'm 52. Most days, my body feels like it's 20-something. The more I eat, I'll say this the right way. The less I eat, the better I feel, no matter what. I'm going to say it one more time. The less I eat, even if it's clean, the better I feel. When I was on that 2-day fast, I didn't want to come off the fast. But I just ate anyway, because it does affect my sleep patterns. So I ate kind of late in the evening to break my fast. Remember, they call it breakfast because you're breaking a fast. It's not called breakfast because you're eating hash browns and pancakes and eggs. That's just the common food that people use to break their fast. So remember that. Fasting is the most powerful tool that you have to fix anything that's metabolically giving you a problem with your body. These are facts. Fasting is the best tool because you know why? You don't have to do anything when you fast. Just don't do anything. Don't eat. And that's called fasting. And then when you break your fast, which is breakfast, that's why they call it breaking your fast, breakfast, make sure you break your fast with something that's clean. Do your own research there. Whatever you think will work for you. All right, I'm going to get back to the chat and stop ranting about your health is your wealth, okay? I just don't know how many times I'm going to repeat that. And here's why I'm going to focus on that a lot. I see so many people in these chat rooms. People don't realize when I'm working during the day, I'm lurking. And it's not lurking to be busybody stuff. I just look at the chat and see what's going on, and I hear so many people having metabolic issues. Sick people. Pray for that person. Pray for this person. Do this. You know, this person's got that. And I know where I was a year and a half ago, metabolically, and I was in bad shape. That's why I preach this, because I'm a walking example of what eating clean and fasting can do for the body within a year. And eventually I'm going to show before and after pictures and video of what I look like. I was kind of ashamed what I used to look like. Now and then. Before eating clean. And remember, I used to be the organic guy. I still have a channel on YouTube called Organic Mike. There's still a YouTube channel floating out there. I used to be that guy, but I got off track. And I thought, oh, I don't need that. That stuff is just, you know, it's not for me anymore. Oh, how wrong was I? Oh, yeah. I was wrong. And I was happy that I was wrong too, because I had a solution. All right, so somebody's having a birthday. Oh, that's a fun topic. So, I don't celebrate birthdays because this is the way I see it. I think about a lot of things logically. I was born one time, and if anybody gets the present or the thank you, should be my mom and my dad secondary. My mom did all the work for the most part. My dad was only there for a few minutes. Haha. No, he was at the hospital. But you know, that's another thing. This world treats a birth as a medical incident. And if you can, if anybody's listening that's having a Zed's like, oh, you're still alive? Yeah. Laughing. If you can have a home birth, a water birth, that's the best thing for you and your baby. And yeah, have a nurse or somebody on the side. If you know for sure you're not going to have any medical complications. That's the healthiest thing. You know, in a perfect world, a home birth is the best. And the reason why I say that is because you don't become property of the state if you have a baby at home. When you have a baby in the hospital and they give you fingerprints and the social security number and all that stuff, you're property of the state and you're sold on the stock exchange at that point. Everybody has a number on the stock exchange. We were sold. These are the things I'm going to be talking about too on the other channel. The Federal Reserve. Just look up what happened in 1930. Yeah, look how much has been going on since then. I'll just keep it at that. All right, so I think I'm done ranting about that. So yeah, that's why I'm not drinking coffee. And when I do drink something, it's clean distilled water. That's the cleanest water I can find. It's also good if you get some of your hydration from fruits, good clean fruits that are low glycemic index. Cucumbers are good for hydration. Even though watermelon is a little high in sugar, it's also good because it's a different type of water molecule. And it's the cleanest water you can drink is the water that comes from a fruit, as long as it hasn't been sprayed. If you grow it yourself, it's the cleanest that you can drink. So water from a fruit or a clean vegetable that doesn't give you issues is good. Look up lectins. If you're having any kind of gut issues or any kind of weird skin issues, could be caused from leaky gut from lectins. So, Pelosi, please, haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, so I stopped lectins as well for the most part. I do have potatoes every now and then. I ran out of peanut butter finally last week, and that was my high lectin intake. So now I'm going to be looking to see if there's any changes in my body without having the peanut butter, because peanuts are high in lectins. Lectins are not good for us. The problem with our food supply, how's it going, Tin Hammers, is our food supply is big ag, and it's whatever they can make money on and shove down our throats. And what we see is food. If it's in the grocery store, we think it's food, we buy it, we eat it. Well, that's not necessarily the case the way our body sees it. You know, your truck runs off diesel or gas. But if you put cow's milk in your gas tank, your truck's not going to run. Just the same way if you put gasoline in your cup for breakfast, you're not going to run very long. As a matter of fact, milk is only made for baby cows. And look up what happened probably before I was born, the whole industry with the milk industry and how that was brought into the American food system. And now it's a staple. And look at the way they raise the milk cows and how they milk the cows. That is a very toxic food. So any type of dairy product is going to be butter for me, grass-fed butter, and a little bit of grass-fed cheese. And mucus comes from dairy products and wheat and toxicity. And that's the number one disease in the world, mucus. So if you have mucus coming out of your nose, what is that? That's a sinus infection. If you have mucus in your lungs, what is that? Could be bronchitis, pneumonia. It's mucus. If you have, you see where I'm going with this? So everything is based around mucus. And what forms mucus? Dairy, wheat, inflammatory foods. So if you're having some kind of mucus issue anywhere in your body, you can point that direction. So if you're having issues with that, stop drinking milk. That's all I suggest. I'm not here to take your milk away from you. All right, so Ty Guy is saying, hey, we got Ash Patash in the chat room. I haven't seen you in a while. Let's see, I hear you. Let's see, has land very soon. What are you saying there, Ty Guy? Oh, Ty Guy saying, you hear that he's not my leader. I do not participate in a flawed system. And I refuse to participate in flawed systems, Ty Guy. So if you're talking about the Biden guy, he's not any leader of mine. I don't play the political game. I don't play that at all. I vote with my dollar. I vote with my words, my health, the things that the people I talk to, and the people I used to talk to that I miss a lot. Or the person, as a matter of fact. That's how I vote with my dollar. I vote every day. All right, why can't you smell snot? Oh, this is a dad joke. All right, so why can't you smell snot? All right, so what's the answer? So we're waiting in the chat room. The dad joke is, why can't you smell snot? So anybody got any guesses? What's the answer? Come on, don't leave us hanging. Is it snot a joke? Or is it just a yoke? Are you yoking around? Is it a pocket chicken joke? You know, I got some pocket chicken jokes written down here from the other day. Okay. And I got some ones that are not friendly for YouTube too. Like, what did the left pocket say to the right pocket? I made up a lot of crazy jokes. Yeah. We'll save that for some other time. This is not the joke time right now. Yeah, but they're right here. Here's some jokes. I got them on all these little Post-it notes here. All right. I was asking by my friend in the 4th grade. You were asked that? Oh, you were asked that by a friend in the 4th grade? Why you can't smell snot? Snot a joke. Yeah, it's not a joke at all. We're not joking around here. Zed, I made a snot. What did he say? He deleted it. Oh, I can't undelete Zed's message. Come on, man, put it back in the chat. Even Red's laughing. Okay, Jared, what do you get when you cross an elephant and a rhino? I don't know, Jared. What do you get? All right, here's one while Jared's answering. So this is kind of an inside joke. How did the chicken cross the road? Anybody know how the chicken crossed the road? All right, Zed says, I made snot art once. All right, everybody's got to check out Zed's channel too. I met Zed through Red, I'm pretty sure. It was either through Red's channel or AAP's channel. I wish AAP was in here. I think I met Zed through Red's channel. So I watch, when I can get up that early, Red Cactus's channel. In the morning, she does a sunrise from Arizona, and it's a chill stream. There are a lot of gut laughs in that stream. And I think I met Zed through there. So Zed makes this fire ant art. You got to go check it out. Here, I'll do it for you, Zed. Right here, videos. I'm looking for your fire ant art video. Let's see. Here, I'm just going to put any video up there that's got your fire ant art as a thumbnail. So everybody go check out this guy's channel. This is really hard to do, but go check him out. He makes fire ant art. What he does is he melts aluminum. And because fire ants are an invasive species around the world, and they kill rabbits and horny-toed lizards, and they're killing a lot of stuff around here. What he's doing is a great thing in both ways. It kills the fire ants, but he creates art at the same time while he's doing it. So everybody, please go check out his channel. If you like what he's doing, leave a comment. You know, the whole like, share, subscribe thing. But I hang out in Zed's channel whenever he goes live, when I catch him live. But the fire ant art is the most, how should I say, unique thing, because that aluminum flows down the channels of the fire ant bed, and it creates this beautiful art with aluminum. So yeah, check out this channel right here. And then as far as where I'm at in the morning time, if I wake up early enough, I'll be lurking this channel right here. And that is Red Cactus. So that's where I could be found in the morning if you want to come and troll me in the morning. A lot of times I don't chat in her channel just because it's too early in the morning for me because work sometimes keeps me up till 3 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, so there's Red Cactus, and I think that's where I met Zed. And then when I started watching the AAP, I met a whole bunch of cool people in there too. I wish AAP was in here. But yeah, check out his fire ant art. And we have a ton of fire ants in Texas. So I might learn how to do fire ant art by watching Zed one day. But that's pretty involved and expensive process. You got to buy the aluminum, you got to buy the smelter, and yeah, it's not easy. Hey guys, I got to eat dinner. Have a great, blessed day. See you later, Carol. Thanks for stopping by. All right. Chris says I got to call AAP. Yeah, AAP is cool. And if you don't know who AAP is, seeing how he's not here and I'm talking about him, I got to put him in the chat. So that's kind of a nice rule to have, right? So we're going to do that. Hey, look, Fry's live. I haven't seen that in a while. We're going to go AAP Variety. Right here. And he does all kinds of stuff. It's a variety channel. So everybody go check out AAP. He's as cool as rain. All right, right here. This is AAP's channel. Right there. So yeah, that's where I've met a whole bunch of cool new people lately. All right, so Annie says, thank you, Fry. P.S. Yes, I lurk a lot of chats. Not getting involved in the drama. Yeah, me either, Annie. I'm not going to ever say anybody's names. I'm really just disappointed in all of the disjointed Jerry Springer type content that I see coming from certain channels. All right, Zed also put it in the chat. So yeah, click on Zed's link there for AAP. Go check him out. He's as cool as rain, and he plays these race games is my favorite part. And I won one day, but what I won I donated it to Zed because I just, you know, I just like playing the game. So you, in the chat room, you type in !AAP when you're playing the game, and it enters you into the game, and the game will get you on a character and you race across the screen. It's fun. It's just a place to chill and have fun. Yeah, the culture not so much. Arnie, Canadian Unfiltered. Yeah, I totally get that. So AAP turned me on to all of you. Oh, well, that's cool. So you're saying AAP was watching us before we knew about him. Isn't that weird how this internet world works? Yeah. Yeah, no drama for me, Kim. Canadians have enough. So yeah, what's going to be the topic of discussion, Canadian Unfiltered, for your panel next Tuesday? Is it going to just be freedom of consciousness? Or is it going to be... Oh, and also check out, there's so many cool channels in here, like Chris. He started doing My 2 Cents. So Chris, type in link in the chat so people can sub you up. There you go. So everybody check out Chris. He's doing some daily rants for the most part. And I think they're called My 2 Cents, at least the last ones that I was watching. And if I'm leaving anybody out, I'm just scrolling up the chat here. Anybody that wants to promote anything. But yeah, I need to get to my nature walk one without technology here pretty soon. So let's see. While the members in his room help me find you. Oh, gotcha, Zed. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I like the fact that we're still able to network. And I probably lead the most reclusive life of anybody you know. I don't have a pet. I live completely, I work from home all day. I only go to the store maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks. And any interaction is through my phone to anybody out here, or like right now in this chat room. But yeah, it comes through this device right here, which is kind of creepy, but that's just the way it is right now. I can't fix that, that's for sure. There's a lot of people I'd like to see face to face, but that's just probably never going to be the case. All right. Haven't decided yet? Yeah. Well, the best thing with panels, Arnie, which when I say Arnie, I'm talking about Canadian Unfiltered. And yeah, I'm going to do my best to be on that panel if time allows. It's to let it flow any direction. Because when you try to keep it on a certain topic, it kind of falls flat on its face sometimes. So it's just kind of let it go the direction it needs to go, even if it runs off in the ditch, you know. We should get a new dog. Let's see, you should get a new dog. Well, the problem with that is my lifestyle. I don't feel like I could give the dog the attention that it would need right now with the way things are going. And if I had to go do something, I don't want to have to go have somebody babysit the dog. So that's the problem there. I used to have a cat outside. It was a calico. She just was born on the property from a wild cat, and she was here for close to 15 years, I think. But she was my closest pet at the time, besides Ginger and Marianne, that are no longer here. But you really get to know yourself whenever you're alone, because you're the only person you have to deal with, and you really get to know what you're all about when you live in isolation like I do. Oh, and it's not a bad thing. Some people can't handle it. I know a lot of people that have to have somebody around them all the time, which that doesn't make you a bad person. That's just your personality. I wonder if Tommy Tipper knows that I'm kind of restreaming him. That's funny. Yes, for sure. Yeah, Joe Walsh. Oh yeah, I got his CDs. So Joe Walsh is from Canada? Annie? If he is, I didn't know that. Yeah, I entertain myself. And see, I'm always thinking, so I never have to worry about not being, never have to worry about the entertainment thing. I never get bored. So here's something that I have by my workstation. So a friend of mine got me this because I always say, can people really be that stupid? And I say this all the time. Can people really be that stupid? And the answer to the question is, can people really be that stupid, is always yes. So this is always in front of me when I'm working in front of this workstation. So yeah, just in case you're wondering, the answer is yes. Hey, Janice. Let's see. It's just me, myself, and I who live here, and we don't always agree. Yeah. Yeah, when you start arguing with yourself, that's when you know you gotta just chill out and just go walk away. When you start arguing with yourself, just go outside and walk away and let the situation cool down and everything will be all right. Let's see. How's it going there, Rob and Jan Canvan? It's been a while. I was fixing to shut her down. We got some Poker Face music in the background. Poker Face the band, not the song. Let's see, laugh out loud. He is getting to know me, Red. I guess you're talking about me. All right, what else could we look at before I shut the stream down? This is the old original studio. We'll get just to kind of do a quick tour real quick. So this is the old studio. This is what it looks like without all the lights and cameras and action turned on. And I just got it fired back up the other day. You know, the other day when I went live from here, it was like one of the best days I had in a long time. And then it was kind of one of the worst days. But yeah, that's the surveillance camera. And these monitors here are for the main streaming system. And this is for the main streaming system. That's where the software mixer is. So I don't have a hardware mixer anymore. I have a dedicated monitor for a software mixer. This is my sound effects tablet. And then I also have a keypad for sound effects. I have a monitor here for the system. There's the camera. Down here is the slot card track. So I got an HO track down there and a 132nd right there. It goes around behind the little studio setup there. Then there's an HO train that goes through the back side of the studio, through that little tunnel, comes around. Just a quick little studio tour if you're new to the channel. It's all I need to clean up. And it goes through this tunnel. Of course, we have some derailments going on back here. So even I have a derailed train. And we got debris on the tracks. So you'll probably see that on the evening news. And we got balls on the tracks, which is not good for trains. But yeah, that's the old studio back when the convoy. Here's the old convoy vehicles, if you remember those. People were sponsoring these just as a little joke. This was Bubba's truck. This was Edward's truck. There's Bubba's truck. And then we had a lot of these people. Texas Salt Army had the trash truck. Here's our Freedom Bus. And this was called Low Fly helicopter. So they all had names. Each one of these people got to pick what they wanted and their name for the studio convoy. And back in the day, the studio convoy was down here blocking the tracks so that the race couldn't happen. So they had their own protest going on back then. It was a fun little gimmick. And this is the workstation that I do my daily workflow when I work the radio station. For the most part, I work from here so I can stand up all day. And then I've also built another streaming studio in the living room with all these monitors. And this is the setup right here. I still have old hardware mixer that doesn't really work that well. And the rack affects everything. And then the 15-inch subs with the sub amplifier. So I have lots of bass. I got two 15-inch subs there. And then I got a 10-inch in the corner. And I got these PV T300s here. Can't see because it's dark in here. So this is the living room streaming setup. And I haven't been in here for a week or two because I've been focusing on the old studio. So there's the three main streaming stations. The old one, and then the new one. And then of course this one I've done some panels from. So there's a quick tour. I'm looking at the video and it's pretty delayed. Isn't that funny? All right, so yeah, that's just this part of the house. And I'll give you, I guess, an overall view. So here's the wood stove. So when you walk into the house, it's messy. Remember, I don't have the spousal acceptance factor anymore. So I have projects and tools. I mean, I literally have tools. I have my solar battery bank right here with my car audio amplifier for a truck car right there with the bass knob. So when I'm sitting on the couch, my bass knob is portable. So here's my bass knob that goes with me. And see how you turn on the amp is these breakers right here. And now it's showing our voltage on our battery bank, which is not the best, but it'll kick up when I turn on the system. So anyway, that's the subs, and here's the ports for the 15-inch subs. Yeah, the house, it's got a really cool system here. But anyway, when you walk into the house, let's see, let's do this. Ziggy, turn on I Love You. There we go. So now that's better. So when you walk in the house, that greets you. It's got that nice little thing there. So yeah, it used to look a lot better in here, but I've got a lot of projects. I'm working on these speakers. That's my next project. These are some 12s. So I got to fix that. This one's blown. You know, I got solar panels everywhere. Here's this solar charge controller deals for my 2 front arrays. We're at 13.7 on each one of those. There's an inverter. We don't need that on. I did that little art project with the pots about 7 months ago. That was fun. And yeah, I got cables running everywhere. But yeah, this is definitely a man cave. So yeah, you walk in and you see all this radio gear and streaming equipment. It's kind of nuts. Got my salt lamp with this artwork here that I did a while back. This is actually gas line. When they run the gas line through the property on the edge of the road, look how thick this is. I was like, what are y'all doing with that? I said, oh, we're gonna throw it away. And it's like, well, I'll throw it away for you. And it makes great nightstands or whatever. And at nighttime, this glows yellow. You can't tell because it's so bright in here. And then I put the salt lamp on top. And I just rigged up an LED light that runs on USB power down there. So that's a little quick tour. And of course, I got speakers hanging. And then I have this box here from a solar panel to block the light out when I'm streaming or working. So I don't have that light hitting the side of my eyes when I'm working in the living room. So that's what this box is, to block out the light so it doesn't glare on the monitors, so I can get my work done. So that's a quick little tour. And that's a little Blue Eddy. I love this little thing. There's the model number. One of the best for the money that you can buy. Hands down, lithium iron phosphate batteries. Doesn't get any better for the money. 230 bucks shipped to your house or less. So yeah, that's a quick little tour of this part of the house. That's good enough for now. All right, love you all. Let's see, just like we used to end the streams here. Ziggy, play Stalker by Poker Face from Plex.
Playing by Poker Face from the album Made in America.
I'll be reading the chat when the stream's over with. Love you all.
I'm always on your Never found the right guy. Deep inside, I know you're lonely, and someday soon you will be mine. This game has become so twisted. How can one love and not care? It's time to stop this lonely madness. This love we have, it is so rare. You feel my stare, feel my presence everywhere. Who said life's fair? When the stuck us anywhere. You feel words having near you. You start to show signs that you care. Touching private innuendos. Wishing, hoping I was there. I look at you through the night scope while you're brushing out your hair.